Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You can tell by the title of the video that this is going to be a review on the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Blurring Skin Tints, I believe is what it's called. I know that my video before this was me posting about a low buy, and that is still very much in effect, but I did have a gift card from Christmas that I've been holding on to just for something that I really wanted, and this really spoke to me. I figured I would review it for you guys today. So what this is, I'm just gonna pull out my little pad here. It says, get comfy, real skin perfection with Jaclyn Cosmetics Skin Perfecting Blurring Tints, doing double duty as a blurring primer and tinted moisturizer. The sheer coverage wonder delivers a natural finish that blurs texture and enhances the look of your skin for that just woke up glow. So that's great. I just woke up. I'm filming early in the morning before work, and I really just wanted to give this a wear test today. So this is what the component looks like. I also love the fact that it can be used as a primer or a skin tint. So today I'm going to try it by itself, and then I am going to do like a 2-day wear test. I'm going to try it today. I'm going to check in to see how the product wears on its own, like a no makeup day, and then tomorrow I'm going to try it as a primer with a more like fuller coverage foundation, full glam, to see how it works as a base. I'm just going to pump it in my hands. I do like using my fingers, so this is how much I have, and that's probably a little too much. I'm gonna press it in my fingers. I'll do one side first. So initially this looks like a little light for me, but as it blends in, I feel like it's more forgiving, matches me more. I definitely need bronzer, that's for sure. A little bit on my forehead here. It doesn't look like it really has coverage like at all, honestly, so it smells good. I'm not really used to scents in my products. It's not something that I go out of my way to not buy, but most of the products I'm drawn to just don't have a scent, so that's new, but it's not bad. So this is one side of my face, this is without the two sides, so I'm just gonna go on the rest on this side of the face. I'm really working in. It's not something that's like super dewy and glowy, but I mean it has a nice sheen to it. Okay, I thought it would have like, I don't know, so my Glossier has like no coverage whatsoever, but for whatever reason I feel like it evens out my skin tone more, and it could just be the shade that I chose, but I'm usually always a light, like with yellow undertones, so that's why I went for this, because it's literally light with yellow undertones. Like it has like less coverage than Glossier, so if you know, you know. And I'm not one that really needs a lot of coverage, but because I have like those redness, I mean obviously I don't think it's gonna cover that, I don't think it's meant to, but I'm just gonna go in with like a little extra layer. That did something, a little something. So I can definitely see the claims of, like I said, blurring, and I can definitely see the claims of like that just woke up glow, because I do feel fresh. I think it just could be the color. I'm not crazy about this. Like from afar it looks good, but like up close, I think it's sitting funny, but it blurs. So maybe this would be good as a primer, like better as a primer. So I'm like trying to get closer. Do you see like that right there? Like you can kind of see it there, but I see it more like all over here. It's not, I don't know. I'm not that impressed right now. So it's my raw first impression. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up and then go about my day. So I'll be right back once I have that full face on, so you could just see how I guess how those products lay on top. Okay, so I'm back, and I obviously just did like a really light face. I am not feeling my makeup today. And I usually like really light like coverage. I think it does look a little better. I'm gonna get closer. Sorry, I'm gonna lower this lighting just so you can see. So ignore the mascara marks, that's on me. But I don't know, it just looks like I just put powder products on a bare face, honestly. I guess what has me baffled about this product is I feel like it would look better with a primer. That's how I use my Glossier skin tint, and everything just glides right over when I use like a blurring primer with a blurring product. But the reason I didn't do that today was because this is supposed to be like a primer too. And I did take my Glossier stretch concealer and I just brought it down a little bit into like those problem areas where it looks kind of patchy, and it like smoothed over it nicely and kind of just made it look a little better, which leads me to believe that maybe this would make like a nice base. But what's the point of using it as a base if the base needs a base, if that makes sense? Like, it's sunk in, so I felt like it would look better with the primer, but everything went over it nicely. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. It's not really making sense in my head, but anyways, I think it looks good. I think it looks okay, but I do think that that's because I use like my other good quality products on top, like my tried and trues, you know. But yeah, I have to go to work, so this is what we're dealing with today. I'm gonna go take care of this, I don't know what I got going on here hair wise, and then I will try to do a check-in in natural daylight, and then I will show you a face tomorrow using it as my base, and then my final thoughts. So that's the plan. Yeah. Okay, so I am currently on my lunch break. It's 1:22. I don't think I told you guys what time I started my makeup, but I did it at 9:30. So trying to get like good sunlight. This is what it's looking like. I think over time it looks better. So let me know. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'll try to do another check-in when I get off. So yeah, after a couple of hours, I think it's looking good. It hasn't worn off much, so yeah. Okay, hi, so we're here for day 2. I didn't do like an at-night check-in yesterday. Honestly, I came home from work and I was tired, so I took a nap and I woke up around like 9:30, and I did look in the bathroom, but there was like literally no change. Like everything was gone from my face. So we're here today because I am going to use it again as a base this time, and so to try to make it worth it, to see if it's even really going to do anything, I figured I would do one side of my face with this, and then like a primer, like one of my like primers on the other side, and then go in with like an actual foundation and see how it works that way. So this side of the face, Jaclyn Hill, and then I'm probably going to use like my e.l.f. primer on this side. So I'm just going in with like one pump, and I hope my face doesn't look that different. Also, I think this may be too light, and I know like when something is way too light for your face, it tends to accentuate everything. So I mean, I'm trying to give this product the benefit of the doubt, you know, and it might not just be the product, but I think regardless, sometimes I've used products where it was a little bit too light and I was like, wow, I love this, and I went and I bought my actual color. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I don't love this enough to even want to go get my right color. So this is one side of my face again with the Jaclyn Hill skin tint, and then I'm going to just wipe my hands on a napkin. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer on the other side. This is a gripping primer. I think it's a gripping and blurring, I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I guess it can go in with like pore filler to make it match. I'm out. I will be wearing a mask today, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Okay, so right off the bat, I can definitely see a difference. Like obviously, like you could really see a difference today. This side does look more perfected than this side. So okay, now I'm thinking like, do I just want to put this over a primer to see how it works with the primer? No, you know, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Sorry, I'm gonna stick to my original plan. Okay, so this is how it looks. And again, you can still see like my imperfections over here. You could really see my imperfections here. So okay, the blurring claim does something. I still think like if you want like something perfecting, you can probably go with like a tinted primer or Glossier. Like I still think that that's better. That's just my opinion. And then before I get started on my foundation, I always like to go in with a color corrector. So I'm just gonna do that really quick and tap it in. Ideally, you would want to use your ring finger, but I'm just going gentle. So I'm going to go in with my Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. I love this stuff so much, and I feel like it doesn't get the best reviews, at least like on YouTube. And I think the reason is because this stuff is really pigmented that you just need the tiniest amount for like a full face. Like tiny, like this is a lot. And then I always like mix it, or I guess cut it, with the Danessa Myricks beauty oil, and this was in one of my Sephora recommendations or whatever. So but it's a dry oil, which is why I loved it for oily skin, and now that I'm transitioning, I think it's even better. But with dry oils, obviously it dries quicker, it doesn't stay as like tacky. So I just did like one and a half little droplets. When I put this on, it doesn't seem like it matches, but it does. It does seep into my skin nicely. So I use the back of my hand as like a mixer. Rub it in. And then you just grab a Cosmetics brush because it's here. This is an okay foundation brush. I have others that I love more. I feel like Vanessa Meyer's especially, like with her foundations, it looks so good. If you use like a really fluffy, loose brush, it just gives you like this airbrush. Finish. Okay, so here's it looking on the half of my face with the Jaclyn Hill Skin Tint. And this is just regular, my Jelly Pop Primer from e.l.f. Okay. I hope that this side doesn't seem as brighter because that obviously the skin tint has a tint to it and this is nothing. But we'll see. Okay, so this is how it's looking. I'm gonna be honest, this side looks more perfected. It does. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more coverage because the skin tint had a little bit more coverage. I feel like this side is more covered. So to even that out, I'm just gonna add a little more. When I added in that extra layer, I feel like they look just about the same. You tell me. Let's just get the ears, get everything. Bring it down a little bit. So yesterday when I put on like my powder products over to chisel my face a little bit, everything glided on nicely, so I'm assuming it's just gonna do the same thing today. I don't see why it wouldn't with foundation over it. So I'm gonna get up really close. This is the side with just primer, and this is the side with the Jaclyn Hill. Keep in mind, I have more scars on the other side of the face. I was really trying to give Jaclyn's product some grace. Okay, so I'm gonna just finish my makeup off camera and then I'll come back and I will show you what it looks like finished, and then I will do check-ins throughout the day. This is what we're working with. Okay, so here is my finished face, and here's how it's looking. So this is just like in my vanity lights, but like no filters or anything, but I can get closer. Okay, so I'm in my room. I have like a back porch, so I'm like right in front of my screen door so you guys can see in natural lighting. Obviously texture, but I don't know, I'm a human being and that's just my texture. That's what I have. So I think it looks pretty good. Like I think it looks like normal, like this. I think it looks like how I normally do my makeup. So, but this is the Jaclyn Hill side in natural lighting. Yesterday this was like my problem area, and then this is my e.l.f. side primer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go about my day. I do have to wear a mask because I'm going out with my mom, so we'll just see how it holds up, and then I will check in with my final thoughts. Okay, hi, so I'm home. It is 6:10. We started this around noon, so I mean it's about a 6-hour wear test. No touch-ups, nothing. I literally just got home, ate dinner and everything. So this is what it looks like. Now keep in mind, I was wearing a mask. This is what it's looking like. So Jaclyn Hill. Oh yeah, so that is my 6-hour wear test. I look crazy. I was literally out and about all day with my mom. But yeah, so this is what it is in front of my vanity lights. I can't do a window because it's like super dark outside already. But yeah, thanks. Hi everyone. So this is actually day 3. I just wanted to give it another shot with a more natural like foundation underneath. So this is what it looks like. I used the Jaclyn Hill Skin Tint as like a base, full-on base, and then I used the L'Oreal hyaluronic acid, like skin tint. And this is what it looks like. So it looks pretty good. So I just wanted to hop on and give you guys like my final thought. And this is me in natural lighting, just right in front of a window. And then I do have like lights behind me. That's because I was getting ready. But overall, my thoughts are, I still don't think this is a necessity. It doesn't do wonders.
if I can go back knowing what I know now, I wouldn't even buy it to be honest. But it's not terrible enough where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go return it and oh my god, no. I'm probably just gonna use it as a base, as a skin tint. I don't like it at all. There's way better skin tints out there. As a base, it's okay. And so I'm probably gonna keep using it and using it up just so I can use it up and get it out of my collection because it's not horrible. It's just there's better out there and there's better at a lower price points and there's better out there in general. So that is my final thoughts. Thank you for coming on this trip with me as far as spending like 3 days YouTube time with me, seeing how this wears, seeing how this goes. And yeah, thanks for watching.